not compliant. All right. Hey, Misha, what's up? I gotta set my Jermaine Day. What's up? Yeah, we live, bro. Hey, guys, let me set up this live stream thing like I always do. I'll set up my thumbnail real fast. It should only take a second. All right. Be real quick. Got the thumbnail up. Make sure it looked good. I messed up the thumbnail earlier today. Y'all seen that? I left the word out. All right, copy from here. There's so much stuff. I learned how to, I do this on the fly so I can do it real quick. Do the whole page. Real fast. Paste it. Got it. All right. What's up? Lady Garden, what's happening? That's a new name, I think. She said, don't forget to adjust the thermostat. Yeah, I did it today. It's cold in here now. We're gonna freeze for a little bit. That's what's up. It's 9 people in here so far. Y'all hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate that. It ain't that hard. Okay. All right, the thumbnail's on there for now, but I mean, for some reason it's locking up. I don't know why, but you know, let me see if I can get this information off of this old information. It's not even current information no more. Paste. Yeah, because I try to set it. There we go. Now it's working. I try to set it up to where I put everything in this category, and I make sure that the stream is on. I'll be with you guys in just a second. I'm sorry about this. I just got to make sure everything's right. People be trying to contact me through other ways that are on here that don't exist no more. So give me about 10 seconds. I'll be with y'all, okay? I appreciate your patience. And we're done. What's up, y'all? All right, let me get this live stream up here so I can see y'all. I am like wilding right now. Okay, and we back. And they got a commercial on the thing already. You know what I'm saying? How you got a commercial? I'm looking at myself live here, but it's a commercial when I time in. All right, what's going on, guys? I'm sorry if I didn't see your names in the beginning. Okay, we got Jermaine Day, Amina Hill, what's up? Thelma Huss, Carl Major, what's happening? Lady Garden, Steve-O, my ghetto phone, I forgot to turn the sound off. My bad. And we got Tony Gray, as always, in the house. Brother D, Raheem Jamal. Oh, man. WRJ, what's up? Steve-O. All right, guys, listen. This is what I'm going to do tonight. If stories come, they come. This week has been hard for me trying to get everything done. I got, getting this trip together. And I'm going to tell you, I reached my goal. So I appreciate everybody that donated, whether it was $1 or $100 or whatever. I appreciate you guys looking me out. We got Belinda in the house, y'all. But Yeah, we got it all set up with the Carly Russell thing. So my field assistant Tony Gray is handling my reservations and stuff. So we do it now, get it out the way, and we going to Hoover, y'all. We going to Hoover. It's done dilly. We going to Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I'm worrying about is that drive. I have never drove that long. That's a straight run. I'm gonna stop like every 2 hours. 10-hour drive, man. I'm gonna make that run. For real. I appreciate that. I call you Brother D, but I'll be wanting to say King Delight. Can I call you King Delight? Because I mean that was your old name. Belinda in the house. But yeah, I'm sitting up here. The thing's moving on here fast, but it's not moving here. I forgot I took it out of phase. Okay, here we go. What's up, Mo Rush? Thank you, King. I appreciate it. What y'all want to talk about? Y'all want to pick a topic and just talk, or what y'all want to talk about? Anybody got any ideas? I mean, we just opened the night just talking. I'm still recovering from staying up all night the other night. Yeah, you're right. Pit stops are long. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop. I ain't never drove that long. I make sure the car running right and everything. I'm gonna go get all my fluids checked, oil changed, everything before I hit the road. How are me and Tony? We fine. We doing okay. We doing good. You know what? Hold on. Oh, I mean, you erased it. It was a quote up there I wanted to say. I can't remember the quote. It was a good quote too. Katrina Condoleaf. That's how you say it, Condoleaf. How you doing? All right, pick a topic and let's go with it. What y'all want to talk about? 43 people in here. We got 43 heads. Let's pick an idea and run with it. What's up, Steve? You stopping every 2 hours is a smart. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Because I drive from here to Louisiana sometimes, and it's like 2 hours. My legs be hurting. They be killing me. Miss Independence said a funny comment the other day. I forgot. I said I was going to get her when she got in here. She said something to somebody. I was like, chill, Miss Independent. She said something. Somebody said something, and she took it the wrong way, and she said something to him. I'm like, don't do that. Alan Freeman, what's up? Yo, this dude right here, Alan Freeman, is a good dude, man. Like I met him this week. We've been talking, you know what I'm saying, past couple nights. He's a good guy. Shout out Alan Freeman. What'd he say? How the videos made us feel, I guess, made me think about what they say when they see us at about the New York 6 or 7. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Can you clarify that? Oh, we got Gwen in the house. What's up, Gwen? 2 cats, no kids. South Carolina in the house. So what y'all want to talk about? Tony Taste, what's up? Let me ask y'all this. I'll start it off. I'll start it up. What you say, Miss Independent? What is up with the lesser penalty of crimes when the perpetrator is a woman? What's up with that? Can we talk about that? Well, honestly, that's a good thing to talk about. I don't know. I think a lot of times they do that because, I think most of the crimes are committed by men. So a lot of times when they charge people with crimes. It depends on what the crime is that they might have some leniency. Like, I give you an example. You see a lot of these times, these women be killing their children and they might be overwhelmed or something. They still in the country look at single parenthood as a curse or something that's bad, which is not, it's not a good thing. But I think honestly, when they do certain crimes, they're more lenient on women than men, because a lot of times some of the stuff, the crimes that women commit in smaller circles, they're saying, hey, it's because she didn't have a man in her life or something. Then it's, you know, they try to link it to where, you know, if a man was in the house or whatever, it would be a different outcome. I think that's part of it. I think another thing is, if you have children, your time is going to be less, because locking a woman up who's a mother has a lot to do with the generation that come behind her, or the ones that she's raising by herself. That's my opinion. That's what I think. They need to stop it because it's making it seem as though as they permission to do whatever. I don't think people look at it like that. I mean, you may be right. I don't think people look at it like that. But I think a lot of, I'm gonna tell you something. Let me just say this. Let me say this. You know, it's my live. I'm gonna say what I want. I think music has a profound effect. And I'm talking about black folk in this answer on us as people. It's very instrumental in the social structure of Black Americans. You can go and name a rapper or name an R&B singer or name somebody. Your parents might not know this person, but they might know him by face. They might not know a song, but they heard their name. It's very instrumental in who we are. I think a lot of these crimes, these rising crimes with women, and this viciousness that you see in a lot of these younger women, you really see it in a lot of these younger women, or women that are more like they've been through a lot and they become bitter when they get older, or they, you know, they might be jealous of their children coming up, you know, because the children, you know, it's different generational ways of thinking and stuff. And like a lot of times people ruin their lives, and then the kids coming up, they want to control the kids' lives, and the kid get to the age where they're like, yo, I see what you doing ain't working for you, so I ain't going to do it. Big conflict. And what happens is, you know, the rise of these female rappers, like, I mean, I ain't really been paying attention to rap music. I'm older. I like what I like in the past, but that's it. You know, after a while, music goes past you, because you got other things you focus on. But I think that the way these female rappers rap now, and just how vicious they talk, how they talk about the same thing dudes talk about, killing, taking advantage of people, and then they're talking about how their men are weak and all of this stuff is tearing the fabric apart. And now you get this violence, because now if you're singing and you're talking tough and you got this certain type of persona and bravado, now as a woman, you got to back it up. Beef. You got beef with chicks now, like they dudes in the street. Look at how a young girl talk and curse. Sound like a dude. That's why I said domestic violence is not going nowhere. It's gonna get worse, because these women now, even though they are women and they know they're women, they are very masculine in the way they talk and the way they act, and they're not going to back down because they got personas to stand up. And really, it goes against the true nature of how women usually are. Women have more testosterone than men. You agree or disagree? With that comes a certain thinking, certain biology, and a certain way of acting, though not all people act the same. And I'll give you a perfect example. And I can only do that from a male perspective, because as you see, I am a man. How many times men say, hey man, this dude's soft? No man want to be known as being soft. Think about that. Or weak. Hey, this dude right here, you need to be a man. Or every man want to be tougher than the other. See, when you go to prison, you'll see a lot of people go back to their primal instincts. Maybe if I act a certain way and look, they walk like this, I'll be bigger than take up more space. Body language, I'll posture, nobody will bother me. Or I'm dominant. This the truth. Now you're seeing chicks doing that. I ain't saying they walking with their arms out, but they acting like they bosses, like they can't, nobody can touch them. For the longest time in our culture, we done had this cool complex and it's tearing us apart. A lot of people wonder, think about this. When you was in school, it was cool to act like you was stupid or you didn't know nothing. Or like, I ain't worrying about class. You was always in the class. People was always in the class. It's always that one or two people that are in the class. They get the laughs from the students and stuff and disrupt the teacher. Where are they now? Seriously, where are they now? I'm going to tell you guys a story. Damn, I was going to try to stay out of story time, but y'all done got me going. This is how I see America where I live. I am not political in no means. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you something. Everybody here in America is being taken advantage of by somebody else. And it might not be a bad advantage, but it may be a good advantage. Remember, this is a capitalistic society, meaning we capitalize off of a talent we have, or we capitalize off of the stupidity of somebody else. Or we might capitalize off of an opportunity presented to us to make our lives better. You understand what I'm saying? At any given time, if you're working for somebody, right? You're trading money for time. They pay you a certain amount of hours, a certain amount per hour. And you say, okay, well, for what I'm offering with my body to do this labor, I'll, it seems right for me. I'll do this. And we work. And I think a lot of the jobs we have a big effect on us and where we are in life and how we see things. That's why you should never really talk bad about somebody for how they see things. And I remember I always tell you guys where I'm like, yo, people argue over black and white, and that's made for us to do that. It's made for us to do that. Seriously. If racism is profitable by those that keep their mouth closed and watch those that go out and profess that and push that narrative, why would those that can stop it? Because they capitalize off of that. See, that's the reason why people say, oh, it's an Illuminati and all this other stuff, because people that are at the bottom that can't see through the floor, the ceiling, there's those levels above them where the people are at, they have to, that's why it's easy for them to believe stuff like that. The new thing, Hollywood. You got to do something strange for some change in Hollywood. They talking about that now. It's always an enemy. It's always some type of opposition. Listen, you come into the world by yourself, unless you're a twin. And most likely you're going to leave by yourself. Everybody, they're like, oh, people don't be selfish, don't this and that. Listen, extreme, external, avaricistic greed is what they're telling you not to be. But everybody has to be greedy when it comes to their own sanity. And when it comes to, their purpose. Because I'm going to tell you something. My purpose is different than yours. It's different than yours, Brother D. It's different than Raheem Jamal's. It's different than Kevin Easley's. I'm saying from the male standpoint. I don't eat. You don't shit what I eat. So why should I care what you do? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the truth. Whatever you put in your mouth, you pass it. I don't. So why should I be responsible for that? It's a lot of stuff out here, man, that like we are concerned with because we are tricked into believing that it's really an issue and it's not. I talked about the Tyree Nichols thing this whole week, and I battled with that because that last video I showed when they were stomping and kicking on him and all of this stuff, and he was just moaning. That's the most brutal thing I've seen since stuff I've seen in prison. We do not pay attention to stuff unless it's right in front of our face. You always see people say, oh, we're fighting for gun violence. Get the guns off the street only after they lose a child or a husband or somebody else. These are real problems. Now, I'm not saying we should be going to depressed mode and worry about all this and worry about it, but understand it exists. And if we can't stop it, make sure that we're doing our part with ourselves. Change in anything starts with yourself. Because there's a lot of people out here in denial. There are a lot of people out here that are weak and don't want to accept that they're weak. See, it's one thing I learned. I'm not a tough guy. If I'm scared, I will say I'm scared. If I got to cry, I will do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a human being. If I don't feel comfortable doing something, I will tell you, hey, my man, I ain't feeling that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like to see people out here, suffering and going through stuff, especially children. They don't ask to be here. When somebody's old, listen, this is how I started getting on the elderly thing. I was doing the fish tank for this company I worked for before I went into business. They had 2 huge fish tanks in this retirement home. And I'll never forget it. I was in there, and every time we would come in there and start doing the fish tanks, there would be people in wheelchairs or nurses and stuff that would bring, it was like going to a movie. We're cleaning a dirty fish tank on ladders, and people would come up and they would be like, and they would be in awe of me just wiping glass and cleaning fish poop out with a hose. And I said to myself, these people have lived their whole life and they're confined in this place, hoping that a visit from somebody or their former life will come, somebody will come and see them to take them out of the reality of being confined in a place they don't want to be. And this is entertainment for them. Here it is, 2 strangers, me and my partner or whatever, come in there and we work. And these people, just because we're different than what they see, it's the greatest, it makes their day. It was the wildest thing. They never talk to you, they just look. I mean, some of them, but like, it likened me to children. And this is the reason why. I have daycare centers, I do. And it's the funniest thing because I'll be in there working. And when little kids, they be tiny little kids, like kindergartners or preschoolers, they make them walk and hold hands, they be in a line. And it's the craziest thing how little boys are very outgoing. So what comes out their mouth be something crazy. Or they'll try to come to you and identify you like you're on their level. Hey, what's up, man? They be trying to give you a pound of anything. And the teacher be like, get back in line. And they be like, I was just speaking. The girls are different. Even at a young age, you can tell the difference between the thinking of a female and a male child. It's amazing to me. Them girls, they already be in that mode. They won't talk to you. Hi, how you doing? I don't know you. Or if the little boys get to talking, sometimes they check the little boys. Don't talk to strangers. You ain't supposed to talk to strangers. Or they'll hit everybody with this. Ooh, remember that back in the day? Ooh. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, even at this young age, they already know right or wrong from a perspective of, hey, be cautious. Don't be like this. And then some of the kids just be like, hey, I don't care. Caution to win. Hey, here, I'm here. Touch me. Touch my head. And like, them kids be, you know what I'm saying? They be knowing. And like, I think about that. I'm like, man, I went by a school, right? And it was in a bad area. And the kids was out there playing for recess. And like, I was at a light and I stopped. And I was like right there where they was doing recess. And I'm hearing the kids talking. They had to be 3rd or 4th grade. They was cussing and acting a fool. And that's what made me notice them. And I'm like, man, they cuss like grown-ups. And they out there, they playing, but they cussing and going back and forth, saying some vile stuff. I'm like, man. And I said to myself, and this is bad to think this, but this is a reality of what we in. I'm looking at these children and I'm like, I wonder how many of these kids will make it to 18 with the way the viciousness is out here in the world. I wonder how many of these girls will make it through high school without having a baby. I wonder how many people that are over there will leave this area after they graduate high school. See, it's one of the things that we do out here. Yes, you're right. A generational pass down that has something to do with poverty. It has something to do with wealth transfer, of understanding money. See, I'm gonna tell you something. A lot of people are talking about this migrant situation. And if you notice, I never do anything dealing with a migrant. Like, I try not to deal with it. That's that whole migrant situation. I leave that for other YouTubers to talk about. The reason why I don't touch this stuff with the migrants is this. They're letting all of these migrants in here, right? Now, true indeed, some of them have a hell of a story to tell, and they've been victimized. But you got to understand something. A lot of these people come from countries where the government wasn't as strong as it is now. The laws weren't as strong as they are now. And the people had to fend for themselves, and they don't have no appreciation for the law or any type of structure because of the situations they come out of. It's not their fault. It's just how they was raised. That's why the situation with the police and the migrants, y'all been sending me that all day. And the past couple of days, listen, y'all send me stories, right? I see the stories before y'all send me. Sometimes I text like, yeah, I saw that. And y'all be like, yo, do the story. I don't do certain stories for certain reasons sometimes. You know, whether it's YouTube gonna get mad and do something stupid with the video and block it or put an 18 thing on it, you know what I mean? Ain't showing nothing. Or, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get people arguing and all this stuff on the thing. But I mean, my opinion is my opinion. That's all YouTube is. We see a story, we report about it. You like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But the situation with Mike, these people are coming over here, and when they get here, the way they settle disputes is buck wild. And in the street, you watch me. It's not all women and children coming over here. You're going to see a lot of random violence and craziness in the street. You're going to start seeing, you're seeing it now with the police thing. This is why I never touched this story. You know, I've been to different places because everybody thinks, like, you know, ignorant people keep thinking these people are all from Mexico. They're not. They're from Venezuela, El Salvador, places where they buck wild over there. If you ever go, and this is messed up to even say it, if you ever go to some of these these gore channel videos and stuff like that, and they got them cartel videos and all of that stuff, and those reckless videos, a lot of them is from the country these people coming from. That's all they know. They bringing it here. Not all of them, but that's in them. Because I'm gonna tell you, the way we handle disputes in America, you know, and don't let people talk to us, how you think they're going to be when they come over here? The reason why I said that is this, and nobody's talking about this. You got a bunch of people that are in the street. They brought them all over here. All right, you're in America. Here, you're in America. Oh, what are we going to do with them? Scratch your head. That's the part I don't understand. You letting people come in here en masse and ain't got no plan for them. Does that make sense or what? Seriously, you letting people come over here and you're just dropping them off in the street. They putting them in hoods so they can be victimized, come together. You understand what I'm saying? And be like, yo, these people are treating us a certain way and we're going to come together. And then next thing you know, we're going to start sticking together and they're going to start crime. A bunch of crime and fighting it's going to be worse. I mean, and they have every right to defend themselves. Look how they treated us when we was over here. That's what breeds criminals. Here's another thing. Got a bunch of young kids. They don't have jobs. I don't know if they have papers or they can even work. They're standing around in parking lots en masse every day, just freezing. Kids out there, they show, especially in Chicago, shout out Chicago, they show strollers and they got minimal items to keep them warm. They show strollers outside with snow on them like they was cars frozen. I'm like, yo, you are setting up a breeding ground of violence in this country. Setting it up. No plan. Just drop these people off. That's not fair to them. If you was going to do that, you could have let them stand on the other side of the gate, wishing they was coming over here and gave them the tents and stuff and left them there. And I'm not saying it to be messed up because Everybody deserves the chance to have freedom or, to get out of a situation. But I mean, come on, man. Come on. And if you really go back and think about, listen, this thing that got my head so messed up, y'all, right? I don't even remember when it started. I remember 6 years ago, I had a neighbor who was a state trooper, black dude, next door neighbor. He'd be like, man, I got to go down to the border. I got to go down there for a month. I'm like, what's going on? He's like, something with immigration. We wasn't paying attention that this stuff just came out of nowhere. Another thing is this. The reason why I don't report on that stuff and give my opinion, there are a lot of crazy people out here, right, that are fanatical. And they waiting to hear something that aligns with them, and they'll take it out of context with what you say. And now all of a sudden you done spurn somebody to hurt somebody else. I don't want no parts of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of that. You got YouTubers and stuff like that. I ain't gonna say no names, but they know who they is. Covering the stories is cool, but you saying fictitious titles and making up stuff and that ain't true, that gets into the minds of some people that are fanatical. Why you think I watch what I say? There are people on this channel that I don't know about or may know about that cling to every word I say. That's scary to me. I'm just a content creator. I'm a regular person. You see me say that all the time. Hey, I'm a regular dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Stacey Dawson. Stacey Dawson been with us 6 months, y'all. Shout out Stacey Dawson. But you understand what I'm saying? For me, YouTube is more than money. It is. It's more than money. I mean, I came on here. You know how hard it was and how long it took me to get to where I was monetized. I never thought about it. I stopped thinking about it because you have to mature on YouTube to make money. Everybody want to get a channel and have it blow up real quick because you're funny around the way. So you'll do funny stuff on the thing, and it don't work like that. It's a slow grind and people don't have it in them. They don't. This thing is serious. You got to really want this. This was a challenge for me. That's why I jumped on here. That in addition to, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on this planet and how long Google gonna be on top. The second biggest search engine is YouTube, and I'm a part of something that I built myself, and my children's children, which will probably never see me, they will know who I was and they can see me, what I was about. You understand what I'm saying? I leave a part of me here. Everybody that is a subscriber, there are 7,000 people. Most of them I don't know. The ones that make themselves known every week, I see them. I love you just like I love everybody else that subscribe. There are people that subscribe to you and don't watch your videos, but I respect that. Because at one point or another, I said something that they agreed with. They said, you know what, let me give him a subscription. I might not watch YouTube, but I like this guy. That's organic growth. This thing will get bigger. And I want to take everybody with me. I have no problems with people out here. I judge everybody the same as far as when I see you, I don't know you, it's love until you tell me it's not. That's one thing about me, man. I come on here and I give you my best interpretation of something without lying to y'all. And other YouTubers, whatever they do that works for them, it works for them. It's not my business. And I don't care. But what I do care is about the people that are on here that spend time with me. I'm gonna tell you, time is precious. A lot of us don't know, and a lot of us waste it. A lot of people on their deathbed right now looking back like, damn, if I had one more day. So what's one more minute when you're about to lose your life? We got to start thinking about that. Friday nights, I usually come on here and I talk and tell jokes and stuff because it's just a decompression of what we go through. Because I'm going to tell you something. Doing these stories, it drains me sometimes. I stayed awake 24 hours when I did that Tyree Nichols thing. Y'all didn't know. I did all of those videos, those camera videos. I chopped all of them down, went through all 44 of them videos that night, and then put them up. They're copywritten. I didn't get paid for that. Why? Because this is not about me. It's about him. It's about his family. It's about other people that can avoid that trap. It's about bringing justice to those dudes. It is. It is. I don't know them. I don't have anything against them. I just have something against what they did, and they can't and shouldn't get away with it. You see what I'm saying? You don't judge people by what they look like, what color they are, or whatever. You judge them by the actions of what, the reasoning for their actions. And there was no reason for that. There was no reason for that at all. For real. We got to really think about stuff. Thank you, Sam. We got to really think about stuff. I mean, it's messed up. It's messed. It's getting worse. Listen, an hour before I was on here, I walked across the street. I live in the Knights area. I walked across the street to the gas station. It's a gas station right across the street. I walk across the street to the gas station, right? I come out the gas station. It's a dude on the phone walking down the street. Now, I come out the gas station. It's a CVS like half a block away. I start walking to the CVS, right? I'm walking to the CVS, and the guy is coming down the street. I'm coming this way like we about to meet. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, when I walk up to the guy, he gives me a look like he could kill me. But I can see he was like some homeless dude, but like something was wrong with him. And I said to myself in my head, like, here we go. I'm like, I'm gonna have a black eye and have to get on the live stream tonight and talk about what happened. But anyway, like he just gave me a look like that was crazy. And I was like, I could have bucked up and be like, yo, what are you looking at me like that for? I don't care. I don't care. Sometimes people have bad days. It's going to happen. But I mean, there's a lot of things out here, man, like that we are trained to look right over. I was about to tell y'all a prison story. I'm going to tell you this story real quick. I've been to college. Obviously, I graduated high school. When I get to federal prison, right? About a week later, they're like, yo, you got to go to GED class. I said, for what? I was insulted. What I got to go to GED? Yeah, because we can't get evidence that you have a high school diploma. I said, what? So I'm insulted. Like, I ain't going to no GED class. He said, you going to GED? I said, I ain't doing that. I got a diploma. Check my school. I went to this school. Check it. It's 30 miles down the road. Call the number. 2 days later, we can't get in contact. You going to GED? I go to GED, right? So I was a cook in prison. I cooked breakfast and lunch, and then I was off the rest of the day. So early in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, we get up. They march us across the yard. Go open the kitchen up. Turn on the steam kettles, everything else, do the prep work. Around 8 o'clock after breakfast shift, we go to GED class, which is right across the street. We go into GED class, y'all. We go into GED class, and it's like 30 of us, right? The teacher was a regular inmate. He was an inmate wearing the same brown khakis as us, like on Orange is the New Black. That's what we wore, the black boots and the brown khakis. And he's teaching the class, and they give us the work. Guys, I swear to God, and I want you to hear me on this. This hurt me and this is when I first started knowing we had problems out here. They gave us a math paper. It was something that a 3rd grade child would have. Or a 2nd grader. Like, when you first start counting on your hands, 2 + 2, 1 + 1, 10 + 22. And listen, we're sitting in there. They give me the paper. I'm hot. I'm like, this is an insult. I'm looking. You said the audio is choppy? Let me pull it down some. Yeah, my head keeps hitting it. So anyway, right? If it's choppy, it's something with YouTube. Yeah, because my mic is on. Yeah, that's you. It's something with YouTube. But next thing you know, right? I look at it. It's 20 little problems on the paper. I do it in like 2 minutes, right? I give the paper up. Everybody sees I give the paper up fast. People that are in jail pay attention and go to take advantage of you. So now when I take the paper up, we got another 40 minutes. They said you got an hour. No, they said we had 30 minutes because we had 3 assignments, 20 minutes, 20 times 3, yeah, 60 minutes, 20 minutes, and we had 3 assignments. So I can't get the next assignment until everybody's done. We didn't make it out of the class with that first paper, and people were quiet and working, except a couple of people. It took an hour to do that, and then when he marked it, he was marking it as they was doing it. People was getting F's on it. These is grown men. Some of these people was older than me, and they was getting F's on like basic math. The dude next to me had his pencil, and he was tapping his pencil like this, like trying to get my attention. And then he would point to the thing. When he pointed and I saw the math problem, it was like 13 plus 11. I mean, it was 13 plus like, it was like, the answer was like 9. It was something so basic. I thought he was playing. I'm like, man, come on, man, get out my face. I didn't know he was serious. So when we go back, this is the first day in GED class, when we go back to the chow hall, I'm not thinking nothing of it. They have knives and stuff that we use, but they're chained to the sinks, like a bike chain, like that wire. All the knives are until they unlock them. Dude called me over there where he at, and he got the knife in his hand, but it's on the thing. He said, bro, if I couldn't get this off, if I could get this off, I would cut your throat right now. You played me out in jail. I'm like, what? I said, what are you talking about? I didn't even know what he was talking about. He was serious. He didn't know the answer to the math, y'all. To the math. I remember a long time ago, they had a NFL player called Dexter Manley. They said he was illiterate. Illiterate means you can't read. I'm like, it's no way a grown man can't read. I couldn't fathom that. Now here I am in prison, 28 years old, 29 years old, right? And here is a guy my age, can't do basic math, but he was in there for drugs. You can count money, but you can't do a math problem. I couldn't understand that. And like, that was sad to me. So what I did was, I'm waiting for them now. All this whole time, that was the first day, I'm waiting for these people to come back and tell them I ain't got to be in this class. That never happened. So anyway, what I was doing, I started tutoring, like helping with the teacher, because he already knew I knew what I was doing. And I would just go around like teachers do and look over your shoulder and say, okay, if you got this much, that I was trying to make myself of value with these inmates. And I gained some respect, but I wind up getting a GED. They have this ceremony at night. They bring cake and cookies, and you sit there, they give you a certificate. You got to take pictures with the certificate. They at my mom's house, I got pictures with me and other inmates holding GEDs. I'm hot in the picture, like. So anyway, that's the first thing. 5 months later, I got to go to GED class again. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I got the GED. No, you got to go back again and do GED class. You know what's crazy? Look at the hustle. So I got 2 GEDs, been to college, got a high school diploma. Go figure, I'm the most overeducated dude in the prison system. It makes no sense. Every time, now this is in 2000, 99, 2000. Every time they sign you up for the GED, they get $10,000 per inmate. See the hustle? Here it was, I got locked up. 3 years in county jail at $50,000 a pop, 150,000. I don't know how much they get paid with the feds. So we'll put on another 50,000, right? I'm just throwing that number out. And then 2 GED trainings for nothing. So that's what? 180, 165,000, $170,000. Me sitting somewhere made money for somebody else. See how you play yourself out in jail? That's why when I was introduced to the stock market and I said, okay, compound interest is the same as having an inmate. You just lock your money up. I was like, yo, it's a no-brainer. Now I understand. Then when I got my business and I understood how money came and how people, the economy works and how, exchange of goods for services and stuff, I was like, yo, it's no way I was working for somebody. I couldn't believe it. The way taxes is, like the government give you some of the taxes they take. I'm like, yo, my eyes has been opened so much from stuff I would have never thought about because my mind was, a whole bunch of other stuff was put in front of me of me being taught that I'm supposed to like that, whether it's because I'm black and that's what black people do, or if you do this, that means you're corny. See the game? See the game? And this goes for all races. There are a bunch of stuff out here. People say, foreigners come over here and they get on their feet quick. They be getting grants and all of this stuff. Okay, maybe so. Maybe so. But you know something they do that we don't? They don't care. We do. We care how we look. We got to look cool. We got to dress a certain way. We clown people that don't look and act like us. Clown each other. How come you don't think like me? Or how come you don't feel like me? You corny. Well, guess what? When you come and don't have a cool complex, that's the one big obstacle that stops you from moving forward, because now you don't succumb to peer pressure. These families come over here from other countries and they know how bad it was and the freedom that they have here, and they instill that in their kids. Now, granted, a lot of us was born here, but we know the struggle other people made and sacrifice and blood off of other people that have sacrificed themselves so we could be better and be more, treated more equally and more, offered more opportunity. And we don't remember them. We don't put that in our kids. We don't say, hey, listen, don't ever think everything is sweet out here. You're here for a mission. We brought you here. You're a part of God's plan, a bigger plan, a plan moving forward. Because I'm going to tell you something. I told my son this, and I said, don't you ever forget this. I said, if I put everything I can into you as being a good person, right? You don't owe me nothing when you turn to adulthood, except to go out there and show me that I didn't waste my time. Your road is your road. You don't put pressure on your kids. If your kid want to go to Best Buy and work there 60 years, if that's what he's passionate about, leave it alone. Success is only up here to a person. If you feel sane and you love what you do, regardless of what it pays you, it's paying you a lot, but you have to live within your means. If you're fine with that, if they like it, I love it. See, I'm going to tell you another thing. What was that? Somebody said work very hard. Let me tell you something. You know what hard work is? Hard work is getting up every day and doing the same job, not missing days because you have responsibilities. That's why old school people get respect. That's working hard. A lot of people think working hard is getting in there and going all crazy and doing all this crazy stuff and trying to show people that you can do production and you all this and you all that. That's the trick. I fell for that. Oh man, I'm making $10 an hour. He making $15 an hour. I'm better than him. Let me work real crazy and work myself to death and then go ask for money. And then when they tell you no, all of a sudden they racist. He's a company man, something. But what it was this. He had more value here than I did here because he can do more things. And all I see is him doing that one thing. That's the thing. When they say work smarter and not work harder, that's true. And what that means is you make yourself an asset to where you work to where they can't get rid of you because they'll be fearful because they can't replace who you are to the company. And they ain't got nothing to do with you doing basic tasks. That's the game. That is the game. I learned that I learned so much after I got out of prison. Prison saved my life, man. It did. It saved my life. I mean, it opened my mind like to this another world of, okay, if you do crime, this is where you go, and this is how people act, and this is the stuff you'll see, and you got to adhere to the ways of this world of prison life, and which was strange. Some of the stuff they did in there was strange we had to do, but it wasn't for me. That don't make me no punk. Some people like that shit. Some people like it. I mean, if they like it, I love it. You know, like me, I call prison the plantation. The reason why I call prison the plantation is you have no rights in there. You can go look at all these other jail channels, the ones that keep it real with you. You have no rights in there, and ain't nobody gonna come save you if the shit get hot. Ain't nobody gonna come save you. I done seen some wild stuff in there. You know, and me seeing that changed my life. I'm like, I wasn't even ready. I'm like, yo, if my grandfather saw me in this prison uniform, his heart would bust. He didn't put all that time and money and effort into me for me to wind up here. I felt like I let him down. When I got out of prison, my grandfather wouldn't talk to me for 2 years, y'all. For 2 years. It was hurtful. You know, I tell you all these stories and stuff, man. And it's like, you know, nowadays, it's like a lot of men out here, young men, they don't know their purpose. They don't even have somebody in their life that they can disappoint. Mom don't count when you're a teenager and you start having sex. You look at your mom, like, yeah, she's your mom, but she's still a woman. And then you having sex, you know, women submit the men in the bed. So it's a different type of mindset you got. It's true. Guys, we know. It's true. That's why I brought this stuff up, and I figured I would just talk with y'all tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah, we laugh and joke all the time, but I mean, Friday nights, you know, that's our night. But I mean, I got you guys in there, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about myself, some of the stuff I went through, some of the stuff that I know, and things that got me where I am. I mean, it takes a lot of, you know, I ain't gonna say courage. I mean, I don't care. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, a lot of people to put yourself out there and talk a little bit about you, you know, about yourself. It takes some, you know. But yeah, man, I just want to talk. What else y'all want to talk about? Any questions about what I said? Does anything I say make sense? You know, at any given time, somebody you making advantage of you. I mean, whether you can control it or not, it's just how it is. You know, understand what your value is and what your meaning in life is and where you want to go. If everybody got dreams, start moving towards them. You ain't got to jump on them, but I mean, you know, you never know. Like I never knew I was going to be a business owner. Never knew. I was watching this when YouTube first came out. I was watching YouTube and I seen a guy cleaning fish tanks. And I was just watching like, oh, he owned a business. Like in my head, it was not conceivable that I could own a business until I seen, he said, oh, I got 6-foot saltwater tanks and I bought this house in the Hollywood Hills. I said, how much a saltwater tank maintenance cost? I started Googling. This one, Wikipedia started coming out. I started Wikipedia, boom, 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 boom. I said, oh my God, he make thousands of dollars a month off of 6 tanks. Opened my eyes. I said, you know what? Let me find out. I started looking at marine biologists and all this other stuff, how much they make. I was in Jersey at the time. Back then, $30,000 in the city of Camden, which is desolate, was a lot of money. You'd be like, you rich. I'm like, damn, they made like $100,000, $80,000. Oh my God. How you be a marine biologist? Come to find out, I didn't have to go to school. I taught myself everything. And it's like, after that, I got to the point where I would be called out to other states and people would ask me questions about stuff that they got degrees about. You never know your potential, man. All you got to do is slow yourself down. Every night, you should read for an hour if you can. It'll slow your mind down because we're getting bombarded by all this, information at any given time. We could pick a phone up and be looking for something and get hit with something else and divert it. Too much, a lot of technology, too much of it is not good. Like, I mean, look nowadays with our kids, they got a quitter's mentality. When I was married to my last wife, my stepkids, they would come and ask me a question. What does this mean? I'm like, you got a computer in your hand, bro. Look at the thing. You got to know what it's like. We're walking around. Cell phones are like almost as good as laptops. Some of them are better. And people will ask you the craziest question. You ever had somebody ask you the time and got a cell phone in their hand? It's like we forgetting basic stuff. It's wild. It's wild how like stuff is just flipping. We was, I'd jump around topics. I apologize, but man, the situation with the migrants, man, yeah, that they're creating something where it's going to be a radical shift with crime and everything, because these people are not going to sit by and watch their kids starving or being treated like that, being mocked by people. They're bullied in school and all this other stuff. A lot of gangs are going to start popping up that you guys never heard of that come from other countries. And they'll say, oh, we had to band together to protect ourselves because we were being bullied. And you will see a different type of violence. There are people out here right now that don't care about these migrants or them. So what they do, quick buck, don't have money. What we do in the streets? They recruit them to start hustling. Now you're going to still see a lot of people out here selling drugs that don't speak English. And they're going to be sacrificed right to jail. They're going to employ them for street, and get employed in the street, doing stuff. And that's the truth. This is America. They're going to capitalize. And what's messed up is those in the high tower, no matter what, will capitalize in one way or another by acting like they care and they're going to do something, but all the while having us look over here, they over here pulling the strings. Fear and greed. You create a fearful environment, make money off of it, and then the next person comes, oh, I'm going to fix this, and people are so scared. Oh, we ain't got no choice. It's like picking the two of the lesser evils. For real. I don't think any politician cares. We see this stuff every year, campaigning, such and such for president, such and such for city council. He did this. She did that. Why? Because they care. Tell me if you've seen any radical shift in crime or anything in the last 50 years. Think about it. When has the drug problem slowed up ever? People on drugs, oh, we're taking care of the drug problem. We'll throw them in jail. And then we'll make a whole bunch of rehab places and methadone clinics. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Drugs come in from other countries. You can't catch them, but you can catch Osama bin Laden. You got strategic satellites that can see all these different sites in Syria and Yemen and all of these places where y'all be bombing. You can look down from a satellite from space and see if a dime is heads or tails, but you can't see drugs coming in here in the country. Come on. If they stop drugs, they would have to do what? Start downsizing the police. There would not be a lot of criminals. There wouldn't be. The crime level would go down. And so would the death rate. They would have to lay off a lot of people in hospitals. Crime is just as profitable as cancer and AIDS. You hear me? Pay attention. Crime is just as profitable as drugs and AIDS and cancer. If they solved cancer, because cancer affects different parts of the body, big pharma, hell of a hit. The economy would mess up. Stock market plummet. It would. A lot of people say, no, it wouldn't. Yeah, it would. Those that know, we know it would. Supposedly a gentleman, and I found out this was true, made a car that could run off of water. He disappeared. It would put oil and gas out of commission. You see what I'm saying? People out here, man, listen, they have what's it called? They have a bacteria that they have created. Check this out. That, like you do the Invisalign strips, you do it, you put it in your mouth like that, the bacteria get on your teeth. It eats anything that's sugar. Anything that's sugary or any type of food that's stuck in your teeth to stop tooth decay. They block that. See what I'm saying? We are further along than you think we are with science and technology. They only let out what's old to them then, or what they have no use for. You see what I'm saying? America spends billions more than any other military in the world to stay on top and in control. They started giving away some of their equipment to go fight these wars against Russia with Ukraine. They're giving American stuff over, they send the tanks and stuff. People making a big thing about it. Why are they doing that? They giving away government secrets. Let me tell you something. They're not stupid. They're giving away stuff they don't need no more. And if it's captured and goes into the enemy's hands, they got something that can combat that. Think about that. It's a lot of stuff out here that people don't think about. And I'll be like, man, look. Remember the video I just did? I'm trying to think, man. I did so many videos this week where the dude chopped the head off of his dad. That video really bothered me because he was like an extremist. He's a militia leader. You anti-government now. Okay. You go up there and stare at the gate and look at soldiers march and wish you was, but you wish you was one, but you sit up there and take your father as a casualty of war, as a prisoner of war, and sacrifice him because he got a government job that fed you as a child. Think about that. See this thing? It's like it's always these people out here that want to be the next savior of humanity. All of a sudden, they done bumped their head and they got the answer to all the questions. People need to follow them. And they can't do it alone. They got to go and get a whole bunch of people that they think are just as maniacal as them to follow them. They're going to take on the military. Yeah, okay. Okay. Russia got that bomb. You ever see that missile they shoot, that bomb or whatever? They drop that bomb and it ignites the air and turns everything into like a big blowtorch, that thermobaric, where it lights, it explodes the oxygen around you and it creates a vacuum. How you going to deal with that? Everybody got this thing where they're going to take over the country. Ain't nothing more precious than land and water. You think people going to get this up and they fought for hundreds of years to keep it and control the people on it? What are we talking about? People are crazy. I just report on the stories. I just be like, sometimes y'all send me stories, man. I'm being real. I'll be like, I don't feel like doing this. Like, come on, man. Oh my God. I mean, it's just crazy. I'm drinking water too. I started drinking water, y'all. I'm out. I should go get another one. I don't feel like getting up. What else we got up here? Talk about war. We left hundreds of POWs in Vietnam. Yeah, that's true. She said, take a break. Nah, I'm talking. My throat's starting to dry out, but we good. What time? We an hour in. I'm all right. What y'all think about that law with the Carly Russell thing. Because they supposed to pass that in October, so she'll be, that law won't apply to her. I don't like body armor water. I don't like all those water with the electrolytes and all that. I just like I don't like water, period, but I'm drinking it because y'all be getting on me. I was on King Light show the other day, and Gwen, y'all made me feel bad, man, so I started drinking it. I took a sip. You know what I'm saying? I was staring at the Mountain Dew, though, in the fridge, like, I ain't forget about you. I'm going to get with you. You say she needs to go to jail? You know what's funny? All she had to do was make a public apology. That's the part. That's the big thing. Like, all she had to do was make a public apology. You know what I mean? And that's the part. I would have did that. Like, what's so bad? What's so hard about making a public? I'm talking about Carly Russell. Hey, listen, guys. My boyfriend broke up with me. I felt bad. I was in a dark place. You know, that it works. I was in a dark place. People would have been like, oh, Carly, come on. And it would have worked. They'd have clowned for 2 months. It would have been over with. Think about it. They would have clowned her and it would have been over with after 2 months of just getting clowned. This standing in the house, sassy attitude, look where it got her. If she had apologized, it wouldn't have brought any type of thinking about the mom and them. Did they know or didn't they know? Because any respectable parent would say, hey, you need to make a public statement. We are prominent figures in this town. Your dad works in a job. If he lose that job, we lose everything. You better say something. They ain't think like that. That make me wonder, like, I mean, I understand you want to defend your kids, but I mean, common sense is common sense. I honestly think the lawyer, remember they had that meeting that Sunday before she went out and told all that stuff about the truth? I think the lawyer, when they was in the house and the lawyer was in there, when they met with the attorney or whatever, whether he was in the house or not, I don't want to put that out there. I'm sure looking at the guy and judging by his character and how he acts, I think him and the mom bump heads. Because when you notice when he talked and you ask him certain questions, he look and then he like, let me just say this. Like some of the stuff he should just be able to rattle out. I think him and mom bump heads a little bit about what should be done or not. Man, she might go to jail. You know, if she try to go to trial, they got the evidence. I don't care. My daughter ain't nothing. The husband, well, shut up. Yeah, I think it went something like that. And he like, all right, you want me to do this? I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think happened. Because if you watch JLR, when JLR was doing all that jumping around and acting crazy with him, look at the lawyer. He was trying not to laugh. He was trying not to laugh. I think he like, look, you paid me, so, I don't care. I mean, I told you. Think about it. If you got a lawyer and the lawyer like, hey, man, don't do this. It's not looking good. They got no evidence. I don't care. And you got somebody talking for you. You ain't saying nothing. Because I think he was like, hey, why don't you just make a public apology? I think it'll all go away. She ain't saying nothing. YouTube was already talking crazy about it. You think she should have took it. Sometimes you got to take being blasted, man. For real. You got to take being blasted. Like if somebody exposed you and you do some craziness, sometimes you got to take it, man. As long as it ain't no physical stuff that happened to you, unless you deserve it. But like some people got to take it. Hey, man, you lied. Oh, I did. You got to face the music sometimes. People don't want to do it, man. They don't. All she had to do was make a public apology. I think it would have went away. They would have clowned her. She would still got clowned. but she could have said anything. Did any of y'all see the movie? Did any of y'all see the movie about it? Y'all saw it, because remember I made the video talking about the movie. Did any of y'all ever go watch the movie? Like I said, go watch the movie. Eddie, you watched the movie? Oh, you didn't watch the movie? I think it was on Tubi. What was it on? Hulu? I think it was on Tubi. It's only a 45-minute video. It's only a 45-minute movie. Man, y'all gotta watch. Yeah, because King Delight, well, brother D, bro D Light. I can't stand saying that, bro. He called me in the morning like, yo, the movie out. You seen it? I said, where's that? He called me 8 o'clock in the morning. I said, I saw it. I said, oh, let me jump up. I jumped up and watched the movie. I grabbed a notepad and everything. I started writing stuff down. Like, let me see how crazy it is. Man, I was laughing so hard off of that, man. Man, y'all got to see how they made her look. I know she saw the movie. I would have loved to see her reaction watching that movie. I'd love to see her mom's reaction or her watching that movie. Oh my God. Listen, hilarious. I know it's hilarious. They had her eating cheeses in almost every scene, but they just showed the box of cheeses. I fell out. She was in the spa folding robes and towels, and the cheeses was right there. She was eating them. Yeah. Man, y'all got to see that movie. Yeah, it was an F-, but I don't think it was made to be a good movie. I think it was made to just be a parody. Man, the boyfriend, man, come on. They did him dirty. They did the lawyer dirty. Like he was shiesty. Man, y'all got to go see that movie, man. It's only 45 seconds. 45 minutes, man. It's worth looking at because it's hilarious. They got her acting like, not Medea, Rasputia in certain parts where she can't take it. She just, she does it a lot in the movie. She can't take it. She'll be on social media and just go crazy. That is wild. They made her look very thirsty, very weak, very just ghetto, very just, anything you can do, they put it on her. Yeah, it wasn't a good movie. I wouldn't watch it again because I knew the story. But if you watch, this is how crazy it is. If you watch the movie first and then hear the story about what happened, you would believe the movie. How crazy it was, because the way they made her act, and then if you go listen to the news, it's like that, but it's on level 10 with like the funniness and outrageousness. So you would have thought that the movie was really how she was acting. She had Cheez-Its, she had wine when she found out her boyfriend was cheating and jumped up with a robe and started dancing erotically. For no reason. For no reason. Oh my God, that's what you do when you mourn? You start shaking your ass? Really? Oh my God. Get your damn what up? You know, it's funny. Some of y'all don't have faces on y'all things. And some of your names are like unisex. I don't even know if y'all men or women sometimes. I'll be like, yo, what's going on? And I'll be like, I don't know who I'm talking to. Yeah, but the Carly Russell thing, man, I would like to go down there. I would like to see her up close and ask her some. They're not going to answer them, but I would like to ask some real questions. You know, like they was walking. I would like to just put the camera on them and ask them questions in the bit, and just put the camera on their faces to see their expressions. And I would ask some questions. And I don't say crazy questions like out of character or something, but I would ask questions like, yo, Carly, did you see the movie? How much of that movie is true? Did you act like anything like that movie is, girl? Because if you do, that's a mess. How you think, I'll say to the Lord, how you think her chances are walking out of here with her family today? And then I'll say something to her mom, Miss Russell, what are you prepared to do if they take your daughter into custody? And this might be the last time you see her out here in the real world for a year or two. You know me. You know me. I'm gonna be dead serious. And y'all gonna be laughing because I'm gonna have a serious face and be dressed up. And I ain't going for no sass. They get to getting sassy with me. What? Who you talking to? I ain't gonna do that. But you understand what I'm saying? I want to ask questions that other people are scared to ask. For real. I would ask, shoot, the Cash App came through. We going, y'all. I'm gonna have cue cards and everything. I'm not, watch. I'm gonna be out there like camping out, waiting for the next Madden game to come out, how they be doing at GameStop or whatever when they used to do that. I'm gonna be there so early, the sun ain't gonna be up. I'm gonna do a live in the dark with a flashlight, like I'm telling campfire stories. Welcome to the live at 6 a.m. Got about 3 hours before Carly Russell appears at court. Change my voice and shit. I sound all serious. Like, Steve, you got boogers in your nose. My bad. I just got up. 1 second. She said, bring cheeses. Man, ain't nobody doing that. Could you imagine? And this is just clowning. What if, it's how she said, bring cheeses, some like stuff popped off and like Carly Russell family, her mom was like getting in my face like she did. And like you saw like some cheese, it's like fly on her. Like for me, like I threw cheeses on her. Like, get your ass out of here. Here, eat them. Like, that would be bad. I would get sued immediately. You'd be like, Steve, you crazy. That would go viral. And I would feel bad because I don't want to be seen like that. You know what I'm saying? YouTuber throws Cheez-Its on Carly Russell's mom and she ate them. What the fuck? What? I get on here the next day, I'll be like, guys, listen. I would have to take multiple takes because I'll be laughing. I'm like, I shouldn't have did that. You guys know me. You know me. I shouldn't have did that. What happened was I went to open the box and they flew out and magically went to I didn't know they were instinctively trained like pigeons to eat the Cheez-Its when they flew. I mean, I threw it automatically, like the one went in her mouth and she, you know what I'm saying? That's where I thought it gets it from. Who knew? Stop. Thank you, Lauren M. But yeah, I wouldn't. Like when I go down there for the Tyree Nichols thing, I'm going to ask real questions, and I'm going to ask questions that, you know, they're not going to be normal press questions. I'm going to ask questions from a Black person's perspective that we need to ask. How was your initial reaction, John Perry, aka Lay Parakeet Face? What I ain't gonna say that. What was your initial reaction seeing that? What was your initial reaction, sir? How did you feel? What made you take this case after seeing it was unwinnable? Seriously. And I would only ask that after it's over. You know what I mean? Do any of your clients have remorse? Serious, sincere remorse? Did anybody shed a tear? Is Desmond Mills Jr. on the way to court when you and him are in the car playing Hezekiah Walker, I Need You to Survive? I would ask questions. I mean, I would never ask that. I'm being sarcastic, but you understand what I'm saying? Questions need to be asked, man, because I mean, that right there. Yo, see how she said they gonna slap a muzzle on me? What if they did that for real? You can't come in here no more. What if I asked basic questions and like, just because of my YouTube videos, they was like, oh, him? Oh no. See, I'm gonna go in there disguised though. I'm gonna have my hair cut and stuff. I mean, disregard the naps. I didn't brush it. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have my hair brushed. Have me a nice little thing on with my little tag that say my little name badge with me cheesing on it. Go in there and be professional, just like everybody else. Plus, you know, like me going down into this Carly Russell thing, I think it'd be good training to see how real media people act and what they do behind the scenes. Because this is something new for me. I don't know where this thing would go. But could you know, go down there and I get to meet these media people and like they give me pointers and tell me how to do it, and you know, because it might be things I don't know. And you know, people are willing to You may see you a journalist, you trying to be a journalist or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Who said I ain't got no hair? What you say? I ain't got much hair. Oh, I cut my hair low. Now I'm gonna tell you something. Check it out. See how my hair? Look, my hair was getting thin right here. When I went through my divorce, man, my stuff was going. It was leaving. It's starting to come back now. That's crazy how you start stressing. Your shit be like, you know what I'm saying? It's coming back though. I just keep my hair cut low. It seemed like when you were younger, you know, the haircut you had when you was younger, you keep it. Like me, I used to rock the bald head when Brand Nubian and them was out. You know what I mean? I used to rock the Nubian cut, so I just keep my haircut low. I save money on haircuts. Shit, haircuts around here like $40. Like $40 for a haircut. And I can't do it. She said she's gonna need my A game. Yeah, I'm gonna be on it. I'm gonna be well rested. I'm gonna be on it. Cause I'm gonna be real. Of course, the Carly Russell thing, I think we can go in the courtroom. I think when she goes into this trial thing, I think we can go into the courtroom. Because remember, they had pictures and stuff in the courtroom. So they got to have a place for the press, because this is supposed to be a good media turnout. That's why I'm getting there early. I'm getting in there. Could you imagine if I recorded my own footage of the thing and then chop it up and then break it down to y'all like, yo, this is what happened. When they asked her this was the response. This is the point when she got the verdict was read. And, you know, we ain't got to watch all that long drawn out people sitting around standing and waiting for the judge. I could just chop it up and be like, yo, this is what happened. You know what I mean? I think that would be cool. That's why I want to do it. Because I'm like, man, sometimes you be watching these verdicts and they take like 15 minutes. You like, they're like all rise in like 10 minutes. Like the judge ain't out there. People standing there like soldiers. I'm like, why did they even start it? Andre say he about to shave his head right after the live. Guys, we are about at the hour and a half mark. I'm going to give it 8 more minutes. I'm going to get off of here. I have to eat. Now, I ate earlier because y'all be like, Steve, you don't eat. I ate earlier, but, you know, I got to eat again. I had DoorDash come and I got me some General Tso's chicken in there, and it is banging. I tasted a piece and I can't wait to get to it. But yeah, man, I reached the goal with the Cash App. Everybody that contributed to the Cash App, man, I appreciate that. Thank you. You know, and like, I kind of like the Cash App where, like, you know, it gives you guys a chance, if you feel like it, to participate. And then a lot of you guys can say, hey, when Steve made this video, when he did the Carly Russell thing, I helped him get there. What's messing with that? Seriously, what's messing with that? Like, yo, Steve, I helped you get there. I'm the one that gave the what's his name. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I'm riding with this dude. Oh, Chris Ford in here. Chris Ford, you always saying stuff with aliens. I bet if I went to your house, you got little green men posters all over the place, foil hats, and newspaper on your windows. I come over there and be like, damn, he the real deal. He said bail money. Ain't gonna be no bail money now, man. I'm gonna go down there and conduct myself. Have I tried Turkey Lake Hut? No, I've drove by Turkey Lake Hut many times, but I've never went over there. They said they raised the prices so high. And they said one turkey leg is $45 or something. I said, what? You know, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Certain food I don't like. You know, a lot of these places that turn up now, like Toasted Yolk and all of these new breakfast brunch spot. A lot of the food they make, I don't like. I don't like the hollandaise sauce on the eggs with the, I mean, on the not the holiday sauce on the eggs, like the potatoes with the chive in it, that real oniony type, the fusion of putting hollandaise sauce on ham, and I'm not feeling it. It's like every time I eat at those type of places, I get sick. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain foods I don't like. That's why somebody brought up, you know, food. I'm like, I just started thinking like, yo, that's food I can't stand. That I don't eat Greek food. I don't like A lot of Middle Eastern food, like kebabs and stuff like that. I don't know what region that come from. I can't stand that food. The stuff with lemon on it, unless it's seafood. I can't. I don't deal with it. You know what I mean? Kelly C said toasted yolk. Yuck. Yeah, I went there one time. I was like, they gave me grits, and the grits had chive in it, like green. It was like bacon, like chopped pieces of bacon, and it had. In fact, you brought that up. This is exactly what I was talking about. It had like parsley. It was the grits came. It was grits, parsley, fried bacon bits. Right? Thank you, Clinton. Fried bacon bits. And it was just like some herb butter. I'm like, who the hell eats it like this? I was just hungry. I put it in my mouth. I was like, I ate it, because I paid for it. But it was oniony as hell. Like, I ain't like that. When I breathe, I smell the onion. Oh, it was a mess. Anyway, we got 4 more minutes and I'm going to get off of here, guys. But next week, we'll kick it back up with the story time. I seen y'all saying, John Wash. This Tyree Nichols thing drained me, and like when I be in here laughing and joking and falling all over the place with y'all, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like doing it, but my body got to be ready for that. And like I slept like 3 hours last night. Then it's like I slept like the other night. I didn't sleep no time. I can't even remember. I just been tired, and I ain't really had my nap today. I'm old, so I'm a little bit grumpy. I need the Chinese. I need something. You know what I mean? But I'll be giving y'all everything I got for real. Sometimes I get on here and I'll be like, ugh. Or sometimes, like, like sometimes I might not upload. Usually I'm working, but sometimes I might not upload in the morning. That's because the stories that are out, I'll be the same stories that was from yesterday. And I'll be like, I'll wait around 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, sometimes 12 though. That's when the stories bang, boom, 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 boom. I haven't had Mountain Dew since this morning. That's another thing. I think I'm like tweaking right now because I said when I got off of here, I get a Mountain Dew. So, you know what I mean? I'm losing it right now. You said you like the open discussion. I would like it. Let me say, Steve, you should get a ugly sweater and knit. No, I ain't doing that. Yeah, but what you were saying, you like the open discussion? I mean, sometimes we're gonna have to do this because I'm not gonna have no stories for about John Wash or just anything. You know what I'm saying? I told you a story tonight. It was about me in jail. I mean, I hope y'all liked it. I learned something from it. See, now the way I would want to run this open discussion is we just pick a topic and just go into it. Like, I'm gonna tell you something. It's odd. I'm so conditioned from doing videos and looking at the camera, right? Like I'm looking at y'all now. It's so odd that when I look over here and I'm sitting here quietly, I feel like I'm disrespecting y'all. Ain't that crazy? It's like I'm conditioned to speak to you over here. So it's like when y'all sitting there, I know it's a delay when y'all type. So I got to wait for it to pop up. And I'm like, I get to the 10-second mark. I'm like, this don't look good. Like, I'm disrespecting them. I got to say something like that. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I feel like I'm neglecting y'all. I'm going to tell y'all something before I get out of here. This will be the last thing I say to y'all. Thank you, Clinton. Said I'm in play. Columbia, South Carolina. Yo, me and Tony supposed to be going to Columbia, South Carolina soon. I think it's probably in March. End of March. We supposed to be going down there. I ain't been to Columbia in a while. And no, that's Charleston, South Carolina. And I'm about to say, I don't know how far Columbia is from Charleston, but I mean, we'll be in Charleston. You know what I'm saying? We out there. You can meet up. Meet me and Tony Gray in the house. But yeah, let me say this real fast. We got us a good thing going here, guys. For real. We got us a good thing going. We got people every week that come in here and it's like we all know each other. We got us a real community. Even in the comment section, everybody knows everybody just by name, but it's like we've known each other for a long time because this is a journey and a lot of y'all been with me. We are building a real community on YouTube, man. Y'all need to salute yourselves. You know, we all don't think alike, but I mean, we all get along and we all understand. And like from the way people write and stuff, we get a semblance of what type of person that is. Could you imagine if the YouTube blows up for me like it do a lot of other YouTubers? Could you imagine me setting up a mass meet and greet and all of these people that are in here that been with me, give them golden envelopes and it pays for their trip. And then we all could meet besides being on here. And then we could just do a big live stream where all of y'all are in the room or in the picture, but y'all are on your phone doing like y'all do, and I just be cutting the fool. Yo, that'll be the buck wildest YouTube live stream ever. I be thinking about stuff like that. Could you imagine that? That would be wow. They'd be like, yo, that's Susie Q. That's who, that's her. That's Belinda. That's what's her name? Oh my God. Like we would know each other. Yo, it wouldn't be yo, it would be crazy. Yo. Could y'all believe that? That would be fly, right? That's how I think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, listen, everybody's checking out of here, man. As always, man, it's love. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate everybody that donated. You know, I'm going to shout you out in the morning in the first video. And next week, I'll be well rested. Everything will go back to normal. We're going to tear fire to the mic. Whether it's John Marsh, Thomas, or Bunny, or just me getting my ass beat or something, some kind of hijinks. Y'all like seeing me get tore up. That's cool, though. It's all love. I almost said it. See, I almost did it. I almost did the outro. I don't know why I do that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming out, man. I love you as always. Be good. I don't know how to turn this thing off because now the thing's not on there. So, oh, here it is. I'll see you guys later on. Thanks for stopping by, man. Take care.